Safety concerns for people who live near a home where a 79-year-old woman was stabbed to death. Metro Police also telling people to be on alert. It is our top story right here on the WHAS 11 night team. Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Proffitt. As police search for who attacked the woman, WHAS 11 night teams Connor Steffen and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie are talking to neighbors and found they aren't taking any chances.
In a Fern Creek neighborhood off Chenoweth Vista Way.
Crime and uglies everywhere.
Concerns loom.
The main concern was how did he get in and how did she die?
As police now urge neighbors to take extra steps to stay safe.
Oh, we got to do the QR code here.
We were installing my ringtone camera because of the uneasiness of the lady that I lost across the street.
Police identified that 79-year-old woman Thursday as Betty Collins. LMPD's homicide unit has opened a murder investigation into her death after determining someone stabbed her. Police say they discovered her body on February 12th.
I guess it was just like, wow, I can't believe this area, because we've never heard of it.
Oh, mercy. It's like, what in the world has happened?
Tammy Bronwyn has lived in the area for several years.
We enjoy our neighbors. We have no fears of anything.
And says she knew Collins.
Oh, yes, I knew her. We all talked. She was just one of the old-fashioned ladies that was never afraid of nothing. It's just terribly, terribly awful.
Another friend of Collins, who was too afraid to speak with us on camera, said this of her late friend. Quote, she was the nicest lady. You just don't expect anything like this. When it's someone you know, it's scary. Police are still searching for a suspect at this time.
That's low. Somebody that was minding their own business in their own place. It's horrible. It's got to stop.
In a statement, an LMPD spokesperson said the department, quote, wants to advise the public that while we are aggressively pursuing the parties responsible for this heinous attack, there are some measures you can take to stay safe. Those are locking your homes and cars at all hours and reporting anything to police that poses a safety concern. The neighborhood's HOA president has this advice to add.
What I'm encouraging people now is to have doorbell cameras. If anybody walks around, we should be able to figure out if it's somebody strange or something.
In an area where homeowners have always felt safe.
It's very peaceful and calm. Everybody more or less stays to themselves for the most part.
Many now grapple with the realities of a terrible tragedy. In Fern Creek, Connor Steffen, the WHAS 11 night team, on your side.
If you have any information that can help police in this case, you can call the anonymous tip line by leaving helpful information to detectives at 574-LMPD or go to their online portal. More news tonight on the night team. Louisville is receiving $2 million from the U.S. Department of Justice to help combat gun violence in the Newburgh neighborhood. The money will fund a pilot program called the Newburgh Gun Violence Reduction Project. Through that project, the Office of Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods will open an interrupter site in Newburgh. Now, these sites embed advocates in the neighborhood to intervene in violence and to mitigate conflicts before they get out of hand. Leaders also hope to identify solutions specific to the needs of Newburgh.
However, what excites me most about this effort is that it reaffirms our commitment as an organization and as a city that any effort to address violence must be in partnership with our community partners, ensuring a fair, just, and equitable approach.
Now, this is going to be a 3-year pilot project there in Newburgh. Right now, new on the WHAS 11 night team, Indiana State Police have seized nearly $20,000 worth of items from a Jeffersonville home owned by Jamie and Misty Knoll. Investigators say the former Clark County, Indiana sheriff bought the items with funds from the Utica Township Volunteer Firefighters Association. According to a new search warrant and documents filed today, Knoll allegedly used the business card to purchase several appliances for the historic mansion along the Ohio River. They included cooktops, an oven, and a French door refrigerator. Knoll is facing 25 felony charges, including theft, tax evasion, and official misconduct. His wife, Misty, is also charged with theft and tax evasion. Both have pleaded not guilty. New details tonight about the outage. AT&T says it was a software update that went haywire today. It caused that service outage that impacted thousands of customers. In a statement, the company said, quote, "We believe that today's outage was caused by the application and execution of an incorrect process used as we were expanding our network, not a cyber attack." Reports of outages began coming in overnight, really around 4 in the morning. At its height, AT&T says more than 50,000 outages were being reported. The company says service was restored to everybody at around 3 o'clock today. The outage has also impacted local 911 dispatch centers like Louisville's Metro Safe, which reported an influx of calls from people making sure they could just get through. Mayor Craig Greenberg says there was an over 30% spike in calls. Metro Safe Assistant Director Trevin Hunter says they have backup systems should services ever be disrupted.
We're ready to deploy those at a moment's notice. We're also at a level 1 activation here in the Emergency Operations Center where we are, just monitoring the situation so that if something does expand with the outage, we are able to respond quickly.
Hunter says the best way to know if there's any issues with local 911 services is to sign up for a Lens Alert. New tonight on the Night Team, reconnecting West Louisville's neighborhoods to downtown. It's been in the works since 2016. Now, the Reimagining 9th Street project is ready to reunite its divided communities. WHAS11 Night Team's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Aspen Hester show us how residents are giving input before construction.
9th Street. It runs from the river to the south through downtown, but it's more than just a street for Louisville.
I think the two-way street conversion will be a good thing ultimately because I think it will slow people down.
If you ever tried to walk or drive across 9th Street, you know how challenging it can be. Louisville Metro government's $25 million Reimagine 9th Street project will soon connect Louisville's West End to downtown through art, retail, recreation, green space, and two-way conversions. But they're hearing from the community first.
My grandmother lived in this neighborhood when she was young, and projects like this one are an opportunity to show how beautiful the West End actually is.
Decades ago, urban renewal destroyed commercial property in West Louisville, leaving many West End residents divided, the 9th Street divide as it is still known.
If we're going to be the compassionate city that we talk about, this is our first step of healing some of those past transgressions.
For years, this physical barrier on Main Street has isolated residents in the West End. But in the next few years, bus, bike, and pedestrian lanes will soon connect all the way to Broadway.
If you stand at the corner of 9th and Ali, you see a lot of vehicles either turn left or turn right versus continue to go west.
Kevin Fields, president and CEO of Louisville Central Community Center, is excited about the opportunity as Muhammad Ali and Chestnut will be converted to two-way streets. The purpose of the project is to create a safe and accessible experience for all users.
So as soon as you come off that 64 ramp, we'll be slowing down the traffic to actually build a neighborhood street. Right? And that's going to feel a lot different than what's there today.
Making the neighborhood more friendly by reducing vehicle lanes from 6 to 4 to help businesses along the corridor.
We can't force the process. We got to make sure that everybody has the correct buy-in.
Conversions of the streets will begin as early as 2025. In Louisville, Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
Now, there will be a concept design public meeting for the Reimagining 9th Street project, and that is coming up in June.
He shall overcome.
Such a powerful moment tonight at the Fraser History Museum as civil rights activists and local leaders stood together singing "We Shall Overcome," reflecting on the past and looking to the future. They all gathered at the museum as part of a special program to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the March on Frankfurt. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. came to Kentucky for this march, which was held on March 5th, 1964. WHAS 11 News filmed there. Tonight's panelists included people who marched alongside him like NAACP President Raul Cunningham and activist Charlene Holloway. State lawmakers Gerald Neal and Keturah Herron also spoke. They were asked if they believe we can get to a place of equity for everybody.
I'm 80 now, and we haven't gotten there. And I see that every time we take 2 steps forward, we take 2 or 3 backwards. So I doubt if we will get there in my lifetime.
The community and the world and the nation that I want to see, I think that it's my job and my duty to make sure that we are doing things to get there on a daily basis.
This was a sold-out event tonight with 175 people signed up, and the program was put together by the Fraser Museum and the Courier-Journal. After 2 years on the job, Muhammad Ali Center President and CEO Marilyn Jackson is stepping down. Jackson is leaving for the same job at the American Alliance of Museums. During her time at the Ali Center, Jackson focused on creating and implementing a new strategic plan, which created new educational programs and expanded partnerships. A national search has already started for her replacement at the Ali Museum. Jackson will stay with the Ali Center for several weeks during that search.